What's up guys, it's Messed Up Swede. Right now I'm checking out the Skyboy video. This one is called The Deadly War in the West Midlands, Battle for Wolverhampton. So yeah, I don't know a single rapper or anything from Wolverhampton. Maybe I'll see someone in the video, but yeah, I can't tell you a single one. So yeah, I don't know much about this, like about Wolverhampton in general, so guess I'm gonna learn today. Don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe. We're on the way to 2k subs. Let's go.
Are in Wolverhampton, which is a city and metropolitan borough in the West Midlands, England, located 12 miles northwest of Birmingham. You may have only
Okay, 12 miles northwest of Birmingham. Yeah, that doesn't tell me much, man.
heard of the football club Wolves when you heard about the city. However, despite not in mainstream media, Wolverhampton is one of the most dangerous cities in the West Midlands.
I don't know what West Midlands is, like what's in West Midlands, if that makes sense.
The overall crime rate in Wolverhampton in 2020 was 92 crimes per 1,000 people, 1.4% higher than the West Midlands average. Wolverhampton Central is the most dangerous neighbourhood, followed by Wednesfield Town and West Park. There's a deadly war going on in the city, and today I'll be doing a deep dive into
These clips look crazy, man.
the different gangs who operate in the city, as well as their rivalries. Now, Black
Just running around with machetes and stuff.
Gang is a gang located in
That's a lot of places.
All Saints, as well as Parkfield's WV2 postcode. Their main allies are Firetown and Bandits. Their main rivalries are the following: Park Village, Eastfield Boys, Dovecoats, and Cedar Grove. Their most famous rapper is M. Loose, who recently racked in 400k plus views on his own channel with his song, I'm the Reason.
I don't think I've heard of him. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to check it out though.
Now, the Triz gang are based in the Lee Sowes, Merrydale Court, Jeffcock and Dell Street estates.
I like the editing as well. Looks cold.
In the WV3 postcode, they are allied with the Glenworth Boys. Their main beefs are with Black Gang, Park Village, Cedar Grove, Tenside, Firetown, etc.
That's a lot of gangs to have beef with, man.
The Glenworth Boys are located in Dunstall Hill, Dunstall Park, Glenworth Gardens, Vauxhall.
I'm gonna forget all of these names in like 3 minutes though.
Farndale and the Brookhurst Drive estates in Whit Marine's WV6. They are allied with S Block, 23 Drillers.
What's that, Mitch?
Whit Marine's WV6. They are allied with S Block, 23
Isn't that Mitch? Yeah, I might be bugging though.
Drillers, Triz and Cedar Grove. They are rivals with Black Gang, Park Village, Eastfield Boys, Firetown, Tenside, Dovecoats and 10-9. Park Village is a gang located in the new Park Village estate. They are allied with Tenside and Cedar Grove and are rivals with Black Gang, Firetown, Triz, Glenworth Boys and S Block. Now in the W...
Why does it seem like everybody is beefing everybody so far? Like, that's what it sounds like.
V10 postcode, we have Tenside at the top and the Kipling Road Boys at the bottom. They are allied with Cedar Grove and Park Village, with their rivals being the Glenworth Boys. Cedar Grove is a gang located in Lunt, Villiers and Solana Estates WV14. They used to be allied with the Black Gang, AR and Glenworth Boys and were rivals with Eastfield Boys, Dovecoats and Triz. They are now allied with Tenside, Park Village and Eastfield Boys. They are rivals with Firetown, Black Gang, Triz, Glenworth Boys and ASL, which stands for Always Stay Loyal. Now the Eastfield Boys are a gang located in the Eastfield Estate and Essington
Yeah, this is a bit too much information at once, man.
Way Estate WV1 and Dove City are located in the Dovecoats Estate. They are both allied with each other and Tenside. Their rivals are with Firetown, Glenworth Boys, Black Gang and Cedar Grove. Now S Block is a gang located in Scotland's estates. They are allied with 10-9, Glenworth Boys and Triz. They have issues with Park Village and Firetown. See, Firetown splits into two sides, 623 and 326. They are a gang located in the Heathtown estates. They are allied with the Black Gang and are rivals with Park Village, Dovecotes, Eastfield Boys, Cedar Grove, Tenside, Triz, Glenworth Boys, S Block, and pretty much the whole
That's a lot, man.
city. And finally, 10-9 are a gang located in a low.
I wish he put up like who's allied on one side and who's allied on the other side, and then whoever's beefing everyone. Because it would be easier to understand. Right now, I'm just seeing like this gang, they're allied with this and this and this, and they beef this. Yeah, way too much, man.
Hill Estate. They are allied with Firetown and S Block, and they have rivalry with Glenworth Boys. Now, back in the day, pre-2010, Dove City were known as Gang Green or the Pendeford Crew. Now, on the 24th of August 2010, Marlon Morris, who was a Pendeford crew member, was stabbed to death by Jamie Price from Heathtown.
R.I.P. man.
Which is what Firetown was known as back then. Jamie Price was given a minimum 21-year jail sentence for the murder. Jamie Price was the son of dance music star Goldie, who was a music producer and DJ who initially gained exposure for his work as a graffiti artist. Goldie became well known for his pioneering role as a musician in the 1990s UK jungle drum and bass and breakbeat hardcore scenes. Now, father of one, Marlon Morris, was stabbed 4 times, once fatally in the heart, due to bitter rivalries between the Pendeford crew and the Heathtown-based Firetown gang. Now, Benjamin, who goes by the street name Shredder, was said to have seriously injured a member of Price's gang, leading to an increase in tension between Pendeford and Heathtown gangs. One community source familiar with the gangs of Wolverhampton said historically the main rivalries in terms of gangs were between Heathtown and Park Village. A lot of it is about respect issues, but there's obviously a drug aspect to it as well. People from Heathtown would come over to Park Village and throw their weight around, and there were spats with people from Whip Marines as well. Pendeford didn't really appear on the map historically, but as Shredder got stronger, he appears to have acquired his own gang and have decided that they were going to stamp their mark on the world. Every time they came into contact, there would be a beating or a stabbing or shots fired, and the murder of Marlon Morris was the tipping point of that. Who knows what the beef between Heathtown and Pendeford is? It's likely to be around respect.
Yeah, I mean, respect and then the drugs. So, yeah, that's what it's usually about, man.
Sources say the rise of the Pendeford crew can be traced back to the gangland murder of Wolverhampton footballer Kevin Nunes in 2002. Nunes,
Footballer that was killed.
was shot dead by a rival gang of drug dealers, including senior
R.I.P. man.
figures in the Heathtown gangs. Now, on the 19th of March 2011, Park Village gang members were scheming for the revenge of one of their own members being beaten up earlier that day by Firetown members. Nathan Hamilton, a Park Village member, walked into the bedroom where 5 other members were present and brought a shotgun. Sadly, firearms aren't just a danger to your enemies. If not used carefully, accidents can occur. Nonetheless,
Yeah, he did not look like he knew what he was doing, man. He looks like it's the first time he's holding that gun, man.
danger to your enemies. If not used carefully, accidents can occur. Nonetheless, a tragedy took place when Nathan accidentally shot his own member dead. Raheem.
Nah, I thought at least he's gonna injure himself, man. So he killed his friend. Oh, that's insane.
Nonetheless, a tragedy took place when Nathan accidentally shot his own member dead. Raheem Hines Thomas was shot in the chest as his twin brother watched it unfold. Raheem's twin brother, Raymond, told police in a statement given a day after the shooting, Nathan came into the room with a bag, which was about 3 feet long. Then I saw him with the shotgun in his hand. He was sitting opposite Raheem and I was sat next to my brother. I wasn't paying attention. I was messaging a friend on my BlackBerry. Whilst I sat messaging, I heard a big bang, and 2 seconds later saw Raheem holding his chest. I could see blood everywhere. I tried to pick
That's insane, man.
him up. He couldn't walk. I turned him round and dragged him out of the house onto the grass. Then I laid him down on the grass outside. I can definitely say that Nathan walked into the room with a bag. I saw him unzip the bag. I can say 100% he had the bag. The shot teenager was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. His
R.I.P. man.
twin brother said in a statement, "After leaving hospital, I went back to the house and up to the bedroom. I could see blood everywhere. I and the bag I had seen was no longer there. Roman Hines Thomas sat in a witness box while the statement was read and consistently answered questions about its content from both the prosecutor and defense lawyer John Cooper QC with the phrase "I don't know," but he did admit that the statement had been read to him after it was made and that he had signed every page of it. When Mr. Cooper asked him, did he make it clear to the police that whatever Nathan did, it was an accident, the witness replied yes. Nathan Hamilton pled not guilty to manslaughter and possessing a firearm with intent to endanger life. However, a jury at Wolverhampton Crown Court found him guilty after hearing how the teenager died as a result of a single gunshot wound to the chest. Nathan Hamilton, 29 years old, from Valley Road, Wolverhampton, was jailed for 12 years at Stafford Crown Court.
Imagine being jailed for 12 years for accidentally shooting your friend. That's gotta be so mad, man.
Detective Inspector Phil Asquith from West Midlands Police said, "This whole case demonstrates in the worst possible way how dangerous firearms can be, especially when they are in the wrong hands." Now on the 24th of April 2014, Fats, a known Glenworth boys shooter, and another member were looking for ops in the Eastfield area. Two Eastfield boy members in Kush and KG were spotted. Fats managed to hit both with one bullet, collateral damage. Fats even brags about this event in a drill track where he says,
This sort when you mean I don't bang on the E, I blam KG and I annihilate Kush. Me I got a wicked man in, what you know about hitting two youths with one?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
In May 2015, a huge brawl happened between Firetown gang members, which included the likes of Evil, real name Nathaniel Nugent, and Shanky, real name Shamar Fairclough. One Glenworth Boys member was clutching and waving around a hammer when he was chased by 19-year-old Evil, who was clutching a knife himself and
all of this is on video as well.
Was wearing the distinctive red flash of the Firetown gang, along with Shanky, chased the boy.
That wasn't a big knife anyway.
Into the foyer of the Britannia, where he was involved in a scuffle. The Glenworth boy was later found to have suffered a stab wound to the chest that required 5 stitches. Camera footage also captures Evil and Shanky.
It doesn't take a big knife to kill you though.
To the chest that required 5 stitches. Camera footage also captures Evil and Shanky leaving the scene after the attack. Evil, aged 19, from Clive Road, Redditch, who chased the boy with the hammer into the hotel, pleaded guilty to possession of a knife and affray and was ordered to be detained in a young offenders institution for 2 years. Shanky, also 19, agreed to be bound over for 12 months in the sum of £200 at an earlier hearing. The boy with the hammer admitted possession of an offensive weapon, assault and affray, and received an 18-month youth rehabilitation order under supervision and 8-month nighttime curfew. In 2017, Dull City gang leader Shredder, real name Scott Benjamin, accidentally shot himself in the bedroom of a house in Cyprus Road.
What the hell? Shot himself in the testicle. What the hell? Another one of these accidental shootings. Nuts.
Warsaw.
No pun intended, man.
The 13-year-old's serious injuries required surgery, which is said to have involved the removal of a testicle. In court, he admitted to having 2 sawn-off shotguns during the incident in which he shot himself in the groin. The court also heard he received a 6-year prison sentence in 2011 when the police found a pistol loaded with 7 bullets hidden under his girlfriend's bed. Now on the 29th of May 2017, D.A. Capone, who was an S-Block member, was viciously attacked by 3 Firetown members. They were armed with a gun and had knives. Luckily, the gun jammed. However, it didn't.
It's so often you hear about the gun jamming in the UK, man. Crazy.
Stop them from stabbing D.A. Capone. The 15-year-old was found with stab wounds on Old Fallings Lane at 1 p.m. He remained in critical condition at hospital for some time. The attackers, being 15, 16 and 17 themselves, were all later arrested. On the 26th of January 2018, black gang members including M. Luce, real name Kai Bell, Triggs, real name Tavan, and Izzy, real name Israel, along with AD, attacked Triz gang members in Ashland Street, Penfields, at around 7 p.m. Now, Triz member Smiler and Nahimi were jumped upon. Nahimi ran off but was caught and stabbed in the face, whereas
The face.
Nyla was stabbed in the stomach. A man who lives in Ashton Street and did not want to be named said, "I saw kids were fighting and one got stabbed down by the butchers. Then another one got stabbed. I saw him on the floor kneeling down. It was just kids going round doing stupid things. I didn't know it was serious."
Yeah, that's what it's gonna look like when it's like 14, 15-year-olds. But yeah, not nowadays.
Now, one of Nahimi's closest friends was known as K-Sab, real name Keelan Wilson, who was a young teen who ripped the Triz gang in Wolverhampton. He was seen in many of their older music videos. Now, for whatever reason, K-Sab ended up switching gangs and joined their rivals Black Gang. His former Triz members were not too happy about it. Many people speculate that K-Sab was offered a more lucrative role in the Black Gang to deal drugs, but rumours are rumours. Now, Nahimi was furious with the betrayal of his former friend. He sent him many text messages threatening to run into his house and do serious harm to his parents, granddad and brother. After Keelan saw these messages, he showed them to his father, Gary Wilson, who told him to calm down. Now, on the 22nd of February 2008,
Is his dad gonna do the payback instead? Well, not the payback, but yeah, you get what I mean.
At 8 p.m, Keelan and his father were driving when they spotted Nahimi. The father thought this was the perfect time to talk to Nahimi to sort things out.
This doesn't sound good, man. I don't like where this is going.
This is when Gary Wilson approached him and said, "What's the problem? We need to sort this out. You've known each other for a long time." But Nahimi took no interest and was telling Keelan to come around the corner. Now, according to Gary, Nahimi brandished an axe, causing Gary to jump on him, both falling to the ground, where Gary then confiscated the axe and took it back to his van. As he was taking the axe back to his van, Keelan and Nahimi began to scuffle. Conflicting reports say the fight ended with Keelan using a machete to slash Nahimi in the face. Now,
So his son had a machete on him when they were in the car together. Yeah, nah, that sounds insane, man.
on the 29th of May 2018, at around 3:40 p.m, Keelan, along with his now Black Gang members such as Kai Bell, got into a confrontation with Triz members outside a barber's. Both gangs seen waving machetes around while it was captured on camera. Triz members were itching to hurt Keelan. Now, around 5 p.m, Keelan was captured on CCTV walking down Leg Street when two Triz members, one on foot and one on a bike, chased after him before a shotgun was fired in Keelan's direction, missing him. Keelan escaped with his life once again. Now, at 11 p.m, police were called to reports of a group of youths fighting in Langley Road, where an injured Keelan, multiple stab wounds were discovered. He was taken to hospital with serious injuries, but sadly was confirmed dead a short time later.
R.I.P., man.
A post-mortem confirmed he died from stab wounds. He was stabbed a total of 43 times. 4 men were
43 times. Yeah, it shouldn't surprise me anymore, but yeah, somehow it still does, man. 43 stabbing wounds. That's insane, man.
confirmed he died from stab wounds. He was stabbed a total of 43 times. 4 men were charged for his murder, the 4 being Nahimi and Zeno, real name Zene Pennant Phillips, both from the Triz gang, and the other 2 being Eastfield Boy members in BZ, real name Brian Sassa, and Tiz, real name Tariq King. 3 of Keelan's killers, Brian Sassa 20, Nahimi 20, and Tariq King 19, were sentenced to a minimum of 18 years imprisonment. Now, Zenai Pennant Phillips, 19,
Yeah, I just don't understand how it's worth it, man.
had the slightly reduced sentence of 17 years as he had no previous criminal convictions. Now, on the 20th of July,
I gave him 1 year less, because he's never had a sentence before. That sounds like it doesn't matter, man.
sentence of 17 years as he had no previous criminal convictions. Now, on the 20th of July 2018, 4 Glenworth Boy members got into an Audi they had stolen from an address the previous day and was on false plates. They picked up 1, possibly 2 sawn-off shotguns as they travelled to Valley Road, Park
Yeah, it definitely wasn't that type of shotgun.
Village at around 9:20 p.m. to look for rival Park Village gang members. They spotted Dwayne Horton along with his cousin Barrington Clark. who was behind the wheel of a car while Dwayne was in the passenger seat of a stationary Peugeot 207. The Audi pulled up alongside the pair and a shotgun filled with buckshot cartridge was fired at point-blank range through the open passenger window up to 3 times. Mr. Dwayne Horton was hit in the face, head and shoulder, causing appalling injuries. Mr. Clark accelerated out of the street with his cousin dying alongside him. Dwayne Horton was rushed to New Cross Hospital before being transferred to Birmingham Queen Elizabeth Hospital. However, his life could sadly not be saved and he was pronounced dead
R.I.P. again.
within a few hours. Now on the 15th of February 2019, Firetown member Shanky and Black Gang member M. Luce were on a joint drill armed with machetes when alert officers stopped their silver Ford Mondeo in the Heathtown area of Wolverhampton. Having spotted M. Luce in the passenger seat alongside Shanky, Shanky ran off from the scene, but 19-year-old M. Luce, real name Kai Bell, was arrested and a foot-long machete was found. Officers later apprehended Shanky, real name Shamar Fairclough. The pair later were both found guilty at Wolverhampton Crown Court of possessing a bladed article. Kai Bell was jailed for 15 months plus an additional 3 months for breaching a community order, while Fairclough was in prison for 9 months. At around 4 PM on the 2nd of April 2021, Triz gang member Jay Smoke, real name Joanne Kesto, had a gun delivered to his house by another teenager. Once he took it out of the rucksack, for some odd reason, he decided to hit the gun with a hammer. This caused the gun to fire and hit his girlfriend right in the chest. Jay Smoke then hid the cartridges in an airing cupboard while the 17-year-old teenager dumped the gun. As for his girl,
Seems to be a theme in this video about people not being able to handle the guns. This is the 3rd time there's an accidental shooting in this video, man. That's insane.
she was taken
And shooting your girl as well. Like, nah, that's crazy, man.
to the street where they rang an ambulance for her. She needed emergency life-saving surgery, having suffered a stomach wound and a collapsed right lung. Thankfully, she survived. Jay Smoke was locked up for
That would have been insane if she didn't, man.
stomach wound and a collapsed right lung. Thankfully, she survived. Jay Smoke was locked up for 10 years after admitting charges of inflicting grievous bodily harm.
Imagine going to jail for 10 years for that. That's... yeah, man.
Possessing a firearm when prohibited, possessing ammunition when prohibited, and possessing a prohibited firearm. On the 6th of May 2019, 22, a Park Village member, and 2 other Park Village gang members travelled to Gracely Street, where SA, a Glenworth boy member, was spotted. SA was then shot in the head at 8 PM, but fortunately survived. 2 boys,
They're so young as well, 16.
15 and 17, were arrested on the suspicion
He
of
said the teenagers 15 and 17 were arrested as well.
2 boys aged 15 and 17 were arrested on the suspicion of attempted murder. This attack was revenge for the murder of Dwayne. In these streets, gang members have to look out for rival gangs and the police. However, what's lost to some is the fact that sometimes you have to beware of your own gang. Betrayal is a common theme in the streets. Firetown member Polo, real name Paulius Peterson Newis, allegedly ran off with fellow member Shanky's drugs. This caused Shanky to put out a hit on him. Firetown member Sean Ball accepted the mission, and on the 13th of July 2020, Sean was captured on film laughing and joking with father of one and friend Polo before knifing his victim in the hallway of a block of flats at Cherville Rise in the Heathtown area of Wolverhampton. Sean was
Crazy seeing this much footage of like the real stuff as well.
quickly identified as the prime suspect by the detectives who launched the
Yeah, like that's for the police. That's gotta be so easy to solve, man.
manhunt in a bid to catch him. 2 days later, he was traced to an address in Shrewsbury, and a man bag next to him was found to contain the victim's blood, clearly linking him to the scene of the crime. West Midlands police used CCTV, forensics, and the brave testimony of Polo's friends to build a case against Sean Ball, who was found guilty of murder at Stoke Crown Court. Sean Bull was sentenced to life with a minimum of 20 years. The bitter rivalry between Black Gang and Triz almost caused a tragedy when on the 28th of May 2002, Black Gang members smashed their house window and poured a gallon of
What the hell? They're burning the house down.
fuel into the front room before the attackers attempted to light it and flee the scene. Mr. Ahmed, 40, who lived there, said he had been asleep when he heard the noise and described the scene that unfolded. Mr. Ahmed said that the smell of the fuel had been too overpowering for the family to stay there and they had been put up in a hotel by the police. The police report for the first attack had suggested a case of mistaken identity.
Ah, so they did it in the wrong house as well. I was just thinking, imagine if they did that to the wrong house, and they did. Oh man.
But Mr. Ahmed said, I don't think it was a mistaken identity because they seemed to have come the next day and started the fire properly after breaking a second window and throwing a cigarette inside. Mr. Ahmed said the whole incident had left the family deeply shaken and upset and said he wasn't happy with the police response to the second incident. He said, my children are scared and not able to go to school. I am unable to go to work because I need to stay with my family.
So it happened twice. That's even matter.
Family. On October 30th, 2022, Trizzy, real name Kane Jones, a Cedar Grove member, was captured on security cameras brandishing a knife and making slashing motions during a massive brawl in Bilston Town Centre. He was later charged, however a court heard he was not responsible for causing the injuries, hence was released. Despite being free for a short time, he was already back drilling, and on the 23rd of April 2023 at 1 AM, Trizzy fired several shots on Bittern Drive with Marines. Sadly, he left the woman with a leg injury. A spokesman for West Midlands Police said, we charged the man in connection with a shooting which left the woman injured in Wolverhampton. Kane Jones will appear at Wolverhampton Crown Court and charged with possession of a firearm with intent to endanger life, possession of ammunition in a public place, and wounding with intent and violent disorder. Now in May 2023, Park Village members K, real name Kian Dunning, 22, real name Tariq McIntosh, and Sosa, real name Martino de Sosa from Eastwood Boys, got into a stolen car with firearms. They travelled in hopes of finding rivals to unleash their heavy firepower on. When they got to Shelley Road in Bushbury, they spotted rival gang members.
Hell, would you like? It's so obvious, man.
When they got to Shelley Road in Bushbury, they spotted
like GTA, man. They're just hanging out the car with the gun and everything.
rival gang members in a Mini Cooper. CCTV captured the moments when the driver of the stolen Ford Focus and McIntosh in the front seat, both leaning out of the window and firing shots towards members of the rival group, with the Sosa in the back seat.
Oh damn, that car came quick.
The rivals gave chase after the shooting, along with other vehicles, including an electric bike. No rivals were hit, however, 2 children were hit in the legs, but they have since
2 children. 11-year-old girl, I think it says.
recovered from their physical injuries, the trial heard. Unfortunately, the children's playground was right in the line of fire. The girl was playing and climbing on frames at the time, while the 15-year-old boy was in the car park area on a bicycle. In a victim impact statement read to the court, the mother of the 11-year-old girl said their lives had been turned upside down since the attack. "We have lived and breathed this every day since it happened," she said. The family added that the girl had suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder.
That makes sense if you're 11 and that happens just randomly. Yeah, that's... Yeah, man.
Armed police with their body cameras later arrested Kian Durnin, Martino de Sosa and Tariq McIntosh after the shooting at the park in Wolverhampton. 2023 continued to be a bad year for Wolverhampton. On the 18th of September, Glenworth Boy member Rels, real name Terrell Marshall Williams, 16, was found hurt on Warnford Walk in Merry Hill suburb of Wolverhampton. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at the scene.
RIP again.
Omari Lauder, age 23, and Enfor Obi, 22, have appeared in court with a trial date set in 2024. By the way, Omari Lauder had previous run-ins with the law when he was seen by neighbourhood policing officers to be acting suspiciously in the Eastwood area of Peterborough on the 24th of November. Officers approached him to speak with him. However, he ran off and was seen to be carrying a large kitchen knife in one of his hands. He threw the knife onto the ground while being chased. However, officers caught up to him and found him to be in possession of cannabis and 2 wraps of heroin. Now that brings me to the end of this video. As always, I send my condolences to the family of everyone
Yeah, RIP to everyone as well.
I mentioned. As always, please like and subscribe as it goes a long way. Also, the editing for my videos are outsourced and paid for. So for high quality videos, please support my Patreon, which uploads uncensored footage of...
Yeah, this video, man, I didn't know anything about Wolverhampton prior to this, so yeah, man. Of course, there's violence and gangs and stuff pretty much everywhere right now, so it's not surprising that there's shit happening over there as well, but it's still crazy to see, man. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.